Thank you for saving my husband.
There's something deeply satisfying working with her.
You want to do some good for the city? Let me know. I'll take all the help I can get. I got a moment to hear about the Low House. It means a lot to me and to others. Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others. Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city. But it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need. And I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good. Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some. Every credit counts. Your donation means someone has food in their belly, or a blanket from the cold. The weather has been good, so things are good. If you don't have a home when it gets cold or rainy, that's when it gets rough. If you're serious, I'm drowning in work. Philborn Agricultural Systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. Bless the Philborn brothers. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet, but getting there. Could you ask Sarah Philborn what the holdup is, very politely? This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do it. I'll have more work for you when you get back.
Stop here for a drink. I can assure you there are much nicer and safer establishments in Midtown or the Core. That's a genuine stretch of emotion.
It's not like Akila's swimming in museums here.
Fine. But
You heard of the Elios Retreat? It's supposed to be some New Age healing center.
We only use robots for farming. Surely some of that tech we could patent.
If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement. Oh, sorry. My nerves are frayed. So many people coming and going for the company. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Philburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small. I mean, you're right, of course. But with a little more hard work, So much good can be done. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else? I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, the farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just too dangerous for us to send someone. You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. We can get the wheat to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helping our business too, after all. Just be careful. Ashta are very dangerous.
Assessing threat level. Minimal. Please vacate this area and return inside the city walls.
Be careful. It's easier than you think to pull a muscle in a high-gravity environment like this.
We got a big old sign. Danger.
Shooting at ghosts. Yeah.
If we don't get that wheat shipment soon... That is good news. What was the holdup anyway? Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait, you went outside the walls, didn't you? Please, don't risk yourself like that. If anyone got hurt working for the Low House... I hate to ask it, but this next errand should be safe. Easy. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes... well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some errands. It's touch and go, sometimes. Pester too much, and they could turn their back on the project. Too little, and people suffer. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us, but it's been a while since he's donated. Raisha Lands is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms has been vital for us. Both of those are routine, more polite reminders, really. The last is a long shot, probably futile, but the Trade Authority is incredibly wealthy, and they have never ever donated to us. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single credit even, I'd consider it a victory. You are a breath of fresh air. Once you're done with that, come back to me. You take care.
got the... What do you call it? Horse? Yeah,
Might look rough, but the neighborhood's safe enough.
There's not enough to do around here.
I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all kinds here. Here's what I have in stock right now.
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the Ranger Gate. Why don't we just close it down? It's not like it gets much use.
I need someplace to put the prototypes through their paces. It stays.
But you know Stretch Trash will come back and...
Please, let me know if I can be of service.
Or worse.
Oh. So Amira has some help? Good. She's going to work herself into an early grave if she's not careful. Laredo Firearms prides itself in helping out all the residents of Aquila City. I'll send Justin over to deliver our monthly donation. You are quite welcome. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
Welcome to Aquila City's Trade Authority. Huh. Down to business, then.
Can I help? Let's see what you've got. Goodbye.
The Trade Authority looks to... I'm sure something will catch your eye. Aquila City is bustling, one of the busiest trade authority branches in the galaxy.
The Trade Authority has a firm policy of not getting involved in internal matters. We're neutral in all affairs of the governments of the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies. Sorry, I dutifully follow the policies laid out by the Trade Authority.
I'm done discussing this matter. Certainly. We offer cargo hauling jobs via mission boards to pilots, provided they have their own ship. It's more or less what you'd expect. Bring cargo from point A to point B, get paid for it. If you're interested, I'd recommend checking them out. It's a good way to make some extra creds. You have a great day.
Yes? Bye.
SSNN says that spacers and the suits are...
Mr. Tate? He's a realtor?
Alien energy unleashed at your command. Unbelievable.
Hello there. So good to see you. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown. What day is it? Oh, shoot! I forgot. I'll send over my usual monthly donation to Amira. She truly is a wonder. And with the building project her and Mr. Tate are planning, there may be a day when the stretch is a distant memory. I'll talk with Amira later. I didn't mean to cause any problems. Between thwarting bank robberies and helping the stretch, you have the city's thanks. Truly. The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Coe. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today. Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hassanove Manor, and he's the worst, simply the worst. But it's been a problem since the Hassanove family ran out of heirs. There's no wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades. And hence, well, I need help. I was right to talk to you about this. The last Hassanove was Sahar. Sad tale there. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. She packed up and just plain left the estate. Built some farm far from Aquila City and the protection of its walls. It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hassanoves. A genuine pleasure talking to you.
Let's be certain to stock up on some extra ammunition before we explore the wilderness around the city.
My partner and I have talked about...
The Cartwrights have been Don't let Raisha fool you. She built and owns a powerful... Elias and Raisha both sent their donations. Thank you. No word from the Trade Authority. I'm sorry I even asked. I like to believe everyone is capable of empathy and compassion, but people like Duncan test my faith. Some days are easier than others. For example, because of you, today is one of the days which gives me strength instead of sapping it. Sarah Philborn gave me these credits to give to you for your help with the farm. You more than deserve it. And people say I'm too altruistic. I have one more thing for you to do, but I hope it's more of a reward. This is part of the Intellowit harvest. I'd like you to deliver it to Simone Jansen and her family. I want you to see the fruits of your labors.
This doesn't really look like much of a zoo. Like a sideshow attraction.
It's getting pretty late. What time is it?
Amira said to expect you. This wheat ensures my family won't go to bed hungry. I genuinely don't know what my family would do without Amira. And you have no idea how much it means. Over here in Aquila, it's humbling to see regular people just looking after us. On behalf of my family, of my daughter, bless you.